tell us, do you have camera? And they tell them that we don't have camera. Like that. So if you had camera, I'm not you. Now this person in spoke class had camera, submitted evidence. Still, we did not get police attention. Honorable Shola, what are you saying? But before you speak, the number from Nigeria is 234 7082 413705. I take that. Please put the numbers on the line. 234 7082 413705. If you're calling from the UK, do we have another caller from the UK? We have +44 73121 222 974. Honorable Shola, we gave them evidences and they were not answering us. You say we should use petition. What are you saying?
Yes, sir. Thank you, my honorable, my powerful speaker. Justice is not built in a single day. It is built over records, over evidence, and over documented support. And that's where petition comes in. My fellow speaker here was talking about protest. Protest will grab attention. So why protest may grab attention from the media people, from journalists, it is petition that grab policymakers.
Objection, Mr. Speaker.
Objection sustained.
Policy change.
Objection sustained. But protest will grab the people, the media, but petition will grab the government. If you say that,
yes,
you have the floor for protest.
Thank you very much, my powerful speaker. I want to quickly dilute the ignorance of my other speaker. You see, when we talk about protest, we are talking about a large gathering of people who are affected by the particular situation. And when they gather together, they are not gathering to eat jollof rice. They are not gathering to come and play. They are gathering to come and make their pain point obvious, create awareness that can drive transformational change. Mr. Speaker, I want to cite two examples. In the United States of America, we had the Black Lives Matter protest that led to a great awareness in the United States that made hatred, racism unpopular, thereby changing the perception of people towards black people and incorporating black people into society and systems. Similarly, Mr. Speaker, my fellow speaker, Honorable Tife, mentioned Martin Luther King. I make bold to say that Martin Luther King is the father of protest. He successfully led a protest in the United States of America in 1955 to 1956. And it was on record that it was successful because it brought about a desired change. When we talk about protest, we are talking about
sustained. Objection sustained. Honorable James, you've moved Martin Luther King from petition now to protest. Hey! The last time we saw protest in Middlesbrough, it was not funny. Honorable Deputy Speaker, do we have a call?
No, sir. I want to make a statement on their arguments so far. And the first team has been arguing on protest and the second team on petition. So I have two statements for the two teams. Now, protests can be hijacked and petitions can be ignored.
Wow, powerful.
What are you saying about this?
Powerful. Honorable Tife, you have the floor.
Okay. According to what my respected co-debater said before, he said that petition is when people gather and did not gather to eat jollof rice. Okay. Imagine your community.
Objection, Mr. Speaker.
Please let me talk.
Objection overruled.
Imagine your community attacked, your voice ignored, and your pain politicized. Do you riot or do you rise with reason? Will you riot or you will rise with reason? Will you just walk along the street and be shouting to the air, or you will rise with reason?
Information overruled.
Petition offer a path not only to be heard but to be respected, to be documented, and to be protected.
So, Honorable Tife, information sustained. So, Honorable Tife, when racists at your door, you should start typing email. That's what you have said. When racists at your door, you should start posting letter if the letter come out. I've heard you. My job, I'm just the speaker. I'm just doing my part, looking it from the right. Abi, Neil, am I doing a good job here? Neil, over to you. To the right, am I being biased, Neil?
What a question to ask a mediator. I think it's a really interesting debate.
Thank you.
I also think it's heartbreaking.
Thank you, Neil. Yes, thank you, Neil. We'll just bring our people in. But we're rounding up the debate then. The leaders will give their opinion, and we round this up for today. Honorable James, you're giving out information.
Thank you very much, my powerful speaker. The deputy speaker asked a very, very logical and reasonable question. He said, when we talk about protests, how do we do the protest so that it is not hijacked? Well, in the United Kingdom, there are laid down procedures backed by the law that people can follow when they want to protest. One of such rules is to inform the police like 6 to 7 days before the day of the protest.
Objection, Mr.
One of
Speaker.
such rules.
Objection overruled.
One of the guidelines to ensure that there are emergency provisions like healthcare, like emergency provision like healthcare, like ambulance, so that if there is anyone who has health issue, they can be attended to. So, in addition to what I've said, when we talk about integrity of people who are protesting, you are able to see them, you are able to interact with them, you are able to ask them why they are protesting.
Objection,
unlike
Mr.
people who are
Speaker.
sitting in their bedrooms just signing a petition who don't even know the
Objection,
reason
Mr.
they are signing a
Speaker.
petition.
Objection sustained.
Thank
People
you.
sitting in their bedroom signing petition who don't know where it goes to.
Yes, sir.
Honorable Shola, you have the floor. You said
Yes,
we
sir.
should do petition.
Yes, thank you, my powerful speaker.
Hey, if you want to get across London, you do it by tube, and they give you a tube map so you know how to navigate your way. So therefore, why do so many coaches...
The risk involved in protests is very huge, and there are people who are having the fear of physical danger in joining protests. We have had cases of protests in different parts of the world where lives are lost. At what costs to bring about a change?
Objection.
That's
Objection,
why
Mr.
the
Speaker.
social media is
Objection.
there.
Objection
People can
overruled.
write their petition
Overruled.
and garnered support globally, even beyond the country where that issue is actually happening. This is a case that happened in Middlesbrough. It is already circulating globally because people are already petitioning against this. According to
Objection sustained. Objection sustained, but objection is coming from me. Honorable Shola, don't
Yes,
mislead
sir.
the people.
Yeah.
We got attention in Middlesbrough when we went out. Honorable Shola, Honorable Shola,
my speaker,
Honorable
sir.
Shola, listen to me.
Yes, sir.
You, I will stand up. Why
sir.
will you mislead us in this house?
I'm sorry, sir.
If you are giving any fact in this house, you must be very evidential. And
My speaker, this
Yes.
is not the first time this issue is happening in UK. It has been happening before. Every year, over 1 million people respond. And
Point
write
of order,
about
Mr. Speaker.
What
issues
change?
of xenophobia and racism.
What change has it caused? Honorable Shola, sit down. Honorable James, you have the floor as we begin to wind down on this one, and we listen to our leaders.
It is quite unfortunate because my co-speaker was not very prepared. He was just speaking from without facts and figure. But
Honorable James, please, we have a caller from the UK. Let's
Thank
take
you.
this call. Yeah, let's take this caller. Hello, who do we have on the call?
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Gabriel, and I'm calling from Middlesbrough.
Oh, Gabriel, thank you for calling. What is your opinion on
one
this
or two
floor?
things to add to this discussion going on.
Okay.
Actually, I'm still relatively new in this city, but I feel still here. On what I've been hearing from previously, you have had this before coming to Middlesbrough. We will consider this city joy coming to the UK.
Wow. With what you have experienced so far, you don't, if you have known this, you don't even want to come to Middlesbrough. You wouldn't have come to Middlesbrough at all. What a shame. What a shame. What a shame. But I want to tell you, Middlesbrough can be better. Gabriel, you have the floor.
So, in my few months here, I'm not up to 6 months in Middlesbrough. I've had series and I've seen. I think sometimes last month I was hearing somebody talking about a black man that was beaten around James Cook Hospital And what was this man offense? He was beaten just because he illegally parked his car in a place, and he was beaten by some set of white folks because they said that place, that parking lot belongs to white people. So
oh my
I'm now
God.
wondering that when has it come to a point in Middlesbrough that taxpayers' money collected from black, collected from yellow, collected from green was used to build a car park, and that car park is designated as white people's car park only. So I was surprised. And even seeing what happened in these few weeks in TS3 about the family car being broken, being threatening, is really scary. It's really scary. And we look at various news coming from England, the UK.
Where are the honorables by now, please?
We put the right authorities, we put them on their toes to actually be sensitive to immigrants. Because the truth is that if the local says that they don't need immigrants, then they will need to show us any society in the world, anywhere in the world, that function properly without the input from outside that. Because if immigrants should leave Middlesbrough today, as I'm saying, if immigrants should leave Middlesbrough today, I don't think the locals are strong or skilled enough to continue running the economy of this city. So thank you very much, powerful speaker.
Wow, if immigrants should leave today, the locals are not able to run. I want to ask Terry Doyle and Neil. I think I have the pastor of City of God on Zoom now. Let me just let him introduce himself here, because I have decided to use the power of religion to bring people together, because I know most of the people affected are in one church or in one mosque or the other. So this is just the first round. We are having a community meeting later this week where we are meeting the mayor, Marion Walker, and he said the police chiefs. And I want Terry Doll, Bini, everybody to tell them that it's a serious matter, where we have about 1,100 people speaking on YouTube now, listening to this. It means it's a serious matter. The calls are jamming. That's why we are not getting the calls as expected. And not that alone, people are scared. I also know that people are scared. People are scared. I know that as well. People are scared. It takes the brave one to do what we are doing today. But I want to ask Mr. Terry Doll, is there...
Hey, does learning how to use your camera ever feel like you're trying to solve one of these? Well, you're not alone.
Do you want your videos to look like this? Well,
a car park assigned only to the white. But before you, let me recognize my colleague here. Pastor Casey, please introduce yourself to us.
Oh, good afternoon, everybody. You already introduced me.
Yeah,
but
I saw the name there.
It's Kelechi Anigo, and I'm pastor of City of God Christian Center here in Middlesbrough. I heard about this afternoon, so sorry I came late, but I'm trying to catch up with what's going on. Thank you very much, sir. We'll take a comment from you if people in church has experienced anything like this and what you've done towards the end of the program. Terry Doll, I'm back to you. Is there a car park that belongs to the whites anywhere?
Not to my knowledge, no. I've never come across that. I've never heard anything like that. That would not be allowed in Middlesbrough or anywhere in the UK. It would not be allowed. It's interesting. I've listened to this debate with great interest, and I love the passion. I really love the passion. And I can see the sense on both sides of the argument. I can understand my own experience over the years from being a young man, if you like, when I was involved with street protests. Back in the 1970s, in the late 1970s, I was involved in something called Rock Against Racism, and was often on marches in London and Manchester and other places against what was then considered, the rise of the far right through the National Front, the British movement, and institutionalized racism within the police force, as was recognized, particularly within the Metropolitan Police in London. In my experience over the years, it's only ever peaceful protest that brings about change. The danger with street protest is that violence can beget violence, if you like. And sometimes it can be perceived that, whoever, one side is shouting and swearing and
of today. So, in the case of a FUTA graduate of FUTA that just recently graduated last year, his name is Basola Jamil, and he has been denied mobilization for NYC by JAMB after graduation from the university because, and it was claimed by JAMB that his admission is not showing on their portal. So our topic for today is: should Nigerian students continue to suffer double punishment of JAMB and post-UTME for university admission? Yes or no? And we have two teams ready to defend these two sides of this impending matter. That why should a graduate go to the university for over 5 years and graduate and still not be able to go and serve his country because of the deficiency of a body? So
you're talking.
The Invincibles, let's have you. Are you for yes or are you for no?
These are the Invincibles.
We are the Invincibles.
Okay, you are the Invincibles.
Yes, yes.
So see, I can't even recognize you guys. So introduce yourself.
All right. Good afternoon, my Deputy Speaker, my Honorable Deputy Speaker, my distinguished Speaker of the House. My name is Daniel Olanrewaju. I am a 300 level student of mechanical engineering at FUTA, and I am here with my teammate Favor. We are here to argue for keeping JAMB and post-UTME, because they are not two conflicting bodies. They are complementary.
You can just introduce yourself first, one by one. Introduce yourself, please.
All right.
Yeah. So your name, please.
Okay. Thank you very much, my Deputy Speaker and my Honorable Speaker. My name is Bola Favor Inconsola, and I'm a 300 level student of Statistics Department of Federal University of Technology.
So let's have you.
All right. Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Thank you, esteemed Speaker. My name is Adeluwoye Jetrolo Adamlari from the Department of Software Engineering, FUTA.
All right. I am Akeyemi Ayomikun Adebayo, a 300 level student from the Department of Information Science, FUTA.
Mr. Speaker, sir, can we go on?
Yes. So it has become this disrespectful that Mr. Speaker comes in and your honorables cannot respect. I will sack you.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Deputy Speaker, I will definitely sack you. I tell you. I tell you. I will definitely sack you. And that's fine. That's fine. Thank you very much. You guys can sit down. So I am just in my office here in United Kingdom, and up and down I'm just hearing that this place will boil, oh, this place will happen, oh, Omowole Sowore called me, Atiku called me, various people is just calling me, and even Crown called me, and immediately I needed to that a FUTA student is supposed to be mobilized, and he has not been mobilized. And what can that be? They said after graduating that JAMB said that his admission is fake, and I heard that you people are really disturbed about this, and the student wrote JAMB and wrote post-UTME. And so I quickly called one of the great persons that I know, a distinguished personnel, a great alumnus of this campus, somebody that we all respect, and I said, hey, FUTA students are very busy saying about something, so I want him to be on this call. So with another standing ovation, I want you all to recognize the presence of, are you standing and clapping? The presence, yes, thank you, remain standing, of the one and only alumni, the president of the alumni of FUTA worldwide, Mr. Yemi Bello. Can you just greet the honorables that wants to argue and go on? Yeah, you need to unmute. Yes.
Thank you, well done. Yeah, I'm with you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you,
Mr. Speaker.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Yemi. God save you. I thought you would not recognize me as a speaker. I will impeach you as the president today. I would have impeached you as the president today. So, alumni president, so that you know, the students you see there are Futurians, and like I told you, they are the ones learning public speaking from our office. So this is my studio in Nigeria, and this is where we've been training them on how to do it, but now they are going practical, and the whole world is watching them. So I'm speaking from United Kingdom. Mr. Yemi is all around the world, and other people are watching around the world as Futurians want to debate this topic. It might look like a training process for them, but we want to speak sense on this topic. And what is the topic? Should we continue with JAMB alone, post UTME alone? Will JAMU have this problem if it is just post UTME alone? And Mr. Yemi, you listen to the brilliant argument of our young Futurians. At the end of this, we want to hear your own statement to JAMB or to FUTA about this. So you can just put on your video. Let's hear our young students argue. Okay, let's open the floor for your first point, the invisibles, as we proceed on this. If you are here, you can sit down. Now, if you are joining us online, you can watch on YouTube. This program is live on YouTube. This program is live on YouTube. It's live on YouTube. Kingsren Media, live on YouTube. And if you want to call in, we are going to give you the opportunity to call in. Deputy Speaker, can you give them the line to call in when they want to call in? So the topic is one country, two exams. Should we continue with post-UME and JAMB, or should we do post-UME alone? And we are using the case study of our brother Jamiu that finished brilliantly. Now JAMB says, and to be mobilized, JAMB says that he did a fake examination. Should we continue with JAMB, or should we JAMB and post-UME, or should we continue with post-UME? Deputy Speaker, do you have the number to call now?
Yes, sir. The number to call on WhatsApp is 070-8241-3705. I take it again, 070-8241-3705.
Studio in the UK, please, can you put that number on the screen so that everybody can see on the YouTube screen? Take it again very gently, Mr. Deputy Speaker. You know that you begged before I gave you this office.
Yes, sir.
There are other people. You are other people. You know you were not elected, you were selected. Yes, so be very, very careful. So you had better go gently. Now call the number gently, unless I will weaken you.
Okay, sir. Okay, the number to call on WhatsApp slowly is 070-8241-3705.
Yes, thank you. Studio in Nigeria, please put the number on the screen for people on YouTube to watch. Please share the link on FUTA alumni pages, and any alumnus can call in at any time, and we're going to take your call. And after about 40 minutes debate here, about 45 minutes, we'll hear the position of the alumni president on this one to JAMB and to the world. Now, the invisibles, where are you?
Here we are, sir.
Okay, the champions, where are you?
Right here, sir.
Okay, can I take your first point, Mr. Invisible? Your first 1 minute statement. Let's go.
All right, thank you very much, my highly distinguished Speaker of the House. Deputy Speaker, I recognize you, sir. So, my name is Daniel Olarinwaju once again, and I am here to stake the claim that JAMB is necessary. It is not just a formality, it is something that is necessary for the sanctity of the process of admitting our students into universities in Nigeria.
Okay.
Right. So, we have the case of Basola Jamiu in front of us. Now, while it is undoubtedly a tragic one, Yoruba used to say, so a headache does not mean you should cut the head off. Now, let us examine just how real what has...
Mr. Daniel.
Yes, sir.
Ṣé wọ́n dẹ̀ kọ́ wọn lé báyìí? Òun pòwe níwájú àwọn àgbà. Alumni president is on seat. You pòwe, and is that how you go and communicate? As a student, we are training for communication.
I apologize, sir.
Will you keep quiet? You'll be speaking where elders
You must not respect you.
And you will not first respect the elders. So you respect the elders before you make a proverb. So go back to that now.
Yes, sir. All right. I apologize for that oversight, sir.
Okay, thank you. You can go ahead.
Yes, sir. So, let us examine just how rare what happened to Jamiu was. Now, in the year that he wrote post-UTME, 2017, 1.7 million students also wrote in that same year. Now, of those 1.7 million, 80,000 of them were flagged for fake examination malpractice. 80,000. Now, of the ones that skipped through that step that got admission, 14,000 of them were audited and found to have been given fake admission by JAMB. So that 14,000 is just 0.6% of the original 1.7 million. So 6%. JAMB is the only one that JAMB does not even recognize that it was not even in their system at all. Now, will we say if 99.999% of everybody that wrote in the same year as JAMU went through that same process, and JAMU is the only one that is an outlier, is that enough reason to dismantle the entire system? That is like burning the house down because of a leaking pipe. No, it doesn't work like that. Now, we don't even know exactly what happened. Emotions have no place in settling, in enforcement of laws and settling situations like these. We do not know where he got his certificate from. It is a case of his word against theirs. We cannot say because of our misgivings against JAMB that we just take anybody's word at face value without first assessing and seeing whether or not it has merit to it.
Wow. Thank you very much, Mr. Daniel. Now the camera is right in front of you. You're looking at the deputy speaker. If you want to look at his camera is right of it, so look at the front where the camera is. That's your first point. Listeners at home, we have about 320 people on YouTube already, and if you are there, we want you to pass your comment. Let's comment go on the YouTube as well. Let's comment go on the YouTube as well, and you can pass your opinion. And if you want to talk in, you can call in as we have said, and later we'll give people opportunity to also come on Zoom. If you see some of our erudite alumni on the call, we can bring them into this call to make some point. Now, thank you for your first point. Can we have the champions now make their first point in 1 minute?
All right. Thank you, esteemed honorable speaker, for this opportunity. My name is Adedoye Jethro once again. So, picture this, Mr. Speaker, honorable speaker, sir. Imagine spending 7 years in the university, going through classes and graduating with a CGPA of 4.41, only to be told that your future will be decided by a one-day exam that is really good with technical glitches. That is the sad case of Bachelor JAMU today. JAMB over the years has outlived its usefulness as a great admission screening body. In 2025 alone, over 78% of the 2 million registered students for JAMB scored below 200 over 400. The JAMB registrar came out publicly to say that this was because of technical glitches in the system, because a server was not updated. How long are we going to continue with something like this? Now, my honorable Daniel his take is that JAMB is the normal standard in Nigeria. But what is the use of a standard that is constantly battled with technical glitches and has belittled our students? Take for example now, in 2025, because of this bad score, a 19-year-old student committed suicide.
Wow! So I mean, you're very correct as well. So yes, you're saying that a guy that committed suicide in 2025 because of these glitches, the same thing is synonymous to JAMU being told that he cannot go for service, he too can go and commit suicide because of one exam that is mad with glitches. Thank you very much. Your very, very good first point. The Invisibles, can we go to your second point? The second speaker, what are you starting with again?
Okay, thank you very much, sir. All protocols do you observe, and to my honorable speaker, thank you for this privilege. I'll start by saying, once again, my name is Bola Favoyin Consola, and I'm standing on the fact that JAMB should continue and it should not be scrapped because of the recent case that happened with Basola JAMU. So, starting from the fact that we have Professor Oloyede once said that JAMB is a critical thing we need in order to give people admission in Nigeria. So now I will say that
on what basis is the critical place? On what basis?
I was about to ask.
Okay, let me picture something for us now. So I'll say, let's imagine we have a company now, and before we can give people job into the company, you have to go through checking out their files, if they attended universities, if their stuff is complete. Before even coming for the interview, you have to go through normal routine. So I'm saying that before a student will enter university, they have to go through JAMB, because JAMB has helped us. it has helped in looking out for people that come with fake identity. It has helped us, because if we were to say only post UTME should go into, a lot of poor people, a lot of corruption will be involved, and we know that some lecturers are not even being paid. So now imagine we have only post UTME, and you know the corruptions that will be involved. So I'm saying JAMB alone is an help for we people that we are less privileged. Is an help for us that to go into this case. Now concerning Bola Jamiu's case, now if we were to check it, we are all students, and everybody here as 300 level students can still go to their portal and print out their admission form. So I'll say that Bola Jamiu case, and I'm still thanking God for JAMB, because nobody, a lazy man cannot just wake up and go and forge a position, a JAMB result and say he wants to go to school, thinking that at the end of the day JAMB will be emotional about letting him go to NYSC. So now the law is not emotional, it's not a respecter of anybody's emotion. So you're getting that somebody committed suicide, you did not pass. So if you feel like suicide was the only option for you, that means you are somebody without a vision. So JAMB should not say, because in order to not allow people commit suicide, they should be added Scott.
Wow, thank you. First strong point. Now listeners at home, this is a created program. It's not as if these Futurians are not empathetic about Bola Jamiu. Please, let's be together. It's not that they are not empathetic. Now you have to look straight at the camera. That's where the camera is placed. The camera is straight at you. Look at the camera, not the deputy speaker. If you look at the camera, you are talking straight to the world. If you look at the deputy speaker, you are talking to him alone. So face the camera and know how to use that. Listeners at home, we are still on the program House of Opinion, and we are looking at the case of Bola Jamiu, where JAMB is about to jump in. I'm not making him go on NYSC. So if you are watching at home, please, the number to call is on your screen. Please keep that number on your screen. Then if you are with us on YouTube, make sure we can see your comment. Pass your comment. We have about 490 people watching now on YouTube. Let's see your comment. What do you think? Should JAMB be scrapped so that we do post UTME alone, or should we do post UTME and JAMB? Should it continue? Now, the champions, your second speaker, make your quick point and let's proceed.
All right. Good afternoon, my honorable Mr. Speaker, and my deputy speaker. I also recognize you, sir. All right. I want to speak on why JAMB should be scrapped, and basing on our focus, who is Bola Jamiu, who was denied of writing JAMB after 7 years in school. And I will start by saying that this is not.
He was denied of writing JAMB.
He was denied of going for NYSC.
Yes.
All because there was a claim of having a fake JAMB or not writing JAMB, or his name cannot be seen, or there was no record of him writing JAMB at all. So I want to say that this does not just start today. It does not just start today. So while I was doing my research yesterday, I came up, I found this, and I feel like reading it to the whole house.
Please read.
I feel like reading it to the whole house.
Read.
All right, permit me. So this is for the University of Abuja and LASU students in 2019 to 2022. Several students were mobilized and later they were rejected by NYSC. While because JAMB said that there were no record of examination for them. And since 2010, that JAMB has bring up something like CAPS to do examination and all for automatic registration and everything. There have been issues upon issues of people that schools have been given admission, and JAMB will keep saying that there's no admission for them. And for over years, this has been happening, that it has made several people to become a sit-home now. Because of JAMB saying that they were not given admission and they were given admission by school. And because of this, because people want to still respect this normal routine that we called a normal protocol now, several has been sitting at home. They've become home sitter. And several has not been able to go to school because they were like, what's the essence of going to school? My school gave me admission, and JAMB is still saying that there's no admission for me. So, and with this, I want to believe that even Jamiu Bashola submitted his admission letter, JAMB admission letter, because I remember when I was to enter into university, all of these documents are required to enter into university, and they will be checked detailed to detailed. And my co-honorable here from the champion said that a lazy man from the invisible rather said that a lazy man cannot just come up with a copy of a JAMB original JAMB admission letter to the school, to the university. So if this man really really worked 7 years or were schooling for 7 years in school, meaning that he has submitted his original JAMB form, JAMB letter to the school, and the school has accredited that this one is part of our student, and for 7 years he has been with them. Now coming back for Youth Service Corps to serve the nation, to serve the nation Nigeria, you are now saying that there is no record of him writing an examination. You are like telling him to go back to 100 level or to go and rewrite JAMB again to 100 level. Imagine the kind of stress that this person has passed through. This also happens to people, to students of Yaba Tech, to students of Lautech, to students of Lagos University and all, who studied after 5 years, after 4 years, after 6 years, and JAMB came to say that there were no record of their admission. So I feel like this needs to stop.
What should stop now? JAMB should go.
JAMB should go, because it is not JAMB they are schooling from. They are schooling from their university.
Wow.
So if the school we give them another examination even after JAMB, what is the essence of JAMB?
If the school will give them another examination after JAMB, what is the essence of going to JAMB? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That is the second point from the champions. And the invisible says JAMB and Posuyemi should continue. The champion says JAMB should go. Now we are going to open the floor for a heated debate. It's going to be wrestling here. Now, if you watch a speaker speak and you are not interjecting, that is your choice. I am here to listen to point of order, point of observation, and let you enjoy yourself. I've enjoyed your introduction. The last guy beside Ayomiku, I love the way you came in when you said, Mr. Speaker, let us imagine. That is a good way to start a speech. Immediately you said, let us imagine. You caught me. You caught my attention. That is a good way to start a speech. Daniel too, I've enjoyed the way you gave us data and statistics. Ayomiku, I'm enjoying your energy. Keep it going. Favor, you two came up with imagine, and I'm enjoying it. I'm in my ENT 302 class at the same time discussing something powerful that the nation needs. On Saturday is the alumni president of FUTA, Mr. Yemi Bello, and he will be giving us his own stand as regard this. Now the floor is going to be open for another argument for the next 25-30 minutes, hot and heated debate, and we'll know who is winning. If you are joining us, it is House of Opinion with Titula FME Kings. Are you a Futarian and you want to join this discussion? The lines are open. Call in and tell us. The link is on all FUTA alumni pages. Call in, join us, and let's make the discussion heated as it's supposed to be. Invisible champions, the floor is now open. Let's go.
All right. Thank you very much, my honorable speaker. I would like to say something just to quickly go over what he just said about how what is the point of doing JAMB if you already have CTME and everything. Now, let us look at why JAMB is actually necessary. Over the course of the years from 2017 to 2020, 706,000 students were found to have gotten fake admissions. Due to JAMB's audits. Imagine what that would do to the credibility of a nation from outside watchers if they cannot trust the products that are coming out of your country. Imagine what that would mean for a civil engineer to have graduated based on fake admission and fake credentials, building bridges, building the houses we live in. What would that mean? It would be disaster all over. So JAMB is indeed necessary. If 700,000
point of objection, my lord.
Point of objection overruled. Continue.
Yes. So if 700,000 people they are found to have faked their admission, can we say JAMB didn't do the same? I am not accusing anybody, but then emotions have no place in these issues. Like I said before, 1.7 million people wrote JAMB in the same year that he wrote. None of them have the same issue that he has. So saying that he submitted his results, he submitted his admission letter, that is between the school. The school has the onus. The onus of verification rests on the school to verify that what he has submitted is indeed accurate.
Point of objection, my speaker.
Objection sustained. Honorable Daniel, you are telling the office of FUTA admission, you are speaking on the vice chancellor of that school to also verify that. Did you verify what was submitted? Can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
Where do you get your JAMB admission letters?
We print it online, sir.
Online?
Yes, sir.
So that means that Basola Jamiu should have printed online.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Basola Jamiu, if you are hearing this, and can you tell us that you actually printed your this thing online from JAMB. I know the alumni president would have asked a lot of these questions so that we can put it through. So here now we are saying FUTA admission team, FUTA admission office, FUTA what do we call that, the office again, admission office or exam and records and so on and so forth. Did you do your due diligence to see that you verified what JAMB, what students were submitting? Objection sustained. You have the floor, Honorable Ayemikun.
All right, thank you, my Mr. Speaker. My Deputy Speaker, I recognize you. So I want to speak on what he just said. It is good to show that the JAMBs are given a record of 72,000 of people who did fake JAMBs and all. But do you also know that when these people are doing this to gain an advantage on the Nigeria or for generating a revenue and all, you can also use that to cover the bad deeds that you are doing. Now, I'm coming up this way. Imagine, my Mr. Speaker, right from 2020 to 2023, during the corona outbreak, during the corona recovery, there were many people who submitted their regularization form and it was not reflecting on the portal.
Okay, yes.
And why this was not reflecting on the portal, these people need to go for NYSC to go and serve their nation, but because it's not reflecting, they could not go. JAMB was saying that there's nothing on their portal, and these people they could not go for their first batch. It happens to several universities, not even only FUTA. Now, you talk about that JAMB admission office and the VC should try to check every detail that is being brought to the school.
Objection overruled.
So we are trying to say that they should check everything that is being brought to their table.
Yes.
Now, during this case, while I was studying, I came across that the DSS and the police even has to come to the school to meet with the VC, and they have to go to the person's department to check and verify in which all his portfolio, all his records were submitted to them, and they have to submit all of this record back to the JAMB. So if they have to do all of this so that they will ensure that they have a student or a student that is given admission by JAMB and also given admission by them. So what then are we saying? Are you saying that these people are actually doing their work? I'm saying that the glitch and the issue that we've had with JAMB.
Are you saying that our admission office in FUTA, the vice chancellor, they have done due diligence? Is that what you are saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I'm a living example, sir.
Okay, tell me.
I'm a living example. While I came in Long level, I forgot my original WAEC result at home.
Okay.
But because of this original WAEC result, my documents were not signed.
Wow.
And the reason I was even trying to beg the woman that should I go and print the colored results that you have. This, you know, when we submit original results, we show them original result, then we also submit the photocopy. So I was saying that can I print the colored of this photocopy, and he said it is not accepted.
Wow.
So what did they have to do? They have to. Every result has scanning. It has a part that you can scan. They have to scan that place and send it to me. Why they send it to me? That was how I could print out my original results to go and submit to the woman before he could sign it and then put it in my document.
So you are saying that FUTA admission office, due diligence is screening?
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Now, are you sure you are not putting us in big trouble? Then you are saying that JAMB must have been duly screened, and why, if it was duly screened and it was seen to be correct, it was seen to be accepted, it was seen to be okay 7 years ago, why is it now in UK and it's not okay? Let's go to the other speakers now. Back to Honorable Favor. You have the floor. Oh, do we have a glitch now? Honorable Favor, you have the floor.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Okay, from what my fellow honorable said, he said that he went to is an example of due diligence. That he submitted his WAEC result. He submitted this in. Now, sir, I want to bring us back to the fact that we are not talking about submission. Yeah, we are talking. Yes, you submit your WAEC result, you submit your JAMB, but we are saying that this fellow might have forged this JAMB results, might have forged this JAMB admission letter. So now, when you want to submit your JAMB admission letter, there is one for JAMB and there is one for you. Now, people go there, and when you check people on, I've seen situations whereby people can easily take one person's JAMB result and use it to forge their own. have seen it in the same footer. People can take one and use it to forge and they'll go and submit. Now, people also
can overruled. You need to finish that one.
Thank you very much, sir. So now, also people that came late to university, sir.
Favor. We should be. That means that there will still people like Jamiu might be fake.
Yes, sir.
That is fake, might be fake, and there might be more of that. So you are saying that it is possible to submit something from for JAMB,
yes, sir,
to school, and the school is deceived.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Definitely. Wait. I know the IT unit of FUTA and other universities, and that's why I thank the learner president is here. He will put all these things straight. I know that admission, get this from me, I'm speaking as a certified student affairs professional. I'm speaking as someone who has worked in FUTA student affairs. I know that when admission comes, there is the list that comes to universities is always sent back to JAMB for verification, unless they don't do it again. The alumni president or anybody in FUTA who can attest to this can be called to tell us, because students are saying here today that some students did not get admission because fake students have been given admission. We are not saying Basola Jamiu is fake now, but let's suppose that Basola Jamiu is fake. That means that there will be more Basola Jamiu in school that are not supposed to have admission at all, but they have admission because they were able to beat the system. So we would want some of these offices to speak to us that they did due diligence, so that we can know that the problem is with JAMB. Now, who has the floor now?
I'm still right.
You have the floor. You have the floor.
Thank you very much, sir. So now, you also, my honorable also said that people that came into the university, that they now, permit me, sorry for the interruption. So now I want to say something that everybody here now, we can log into our portal and we'll see our JAMB results. Now I'm saying that if surely this guy was given an admission, why till days? Why can't he see it? He also said that people, this thing is happening in university.
Overruled.
So he also said that this thing is happening in universities, that a lot of people are going this thing. I'm saying that we cannot be emotional about this thing. These people don't have admission, so why should we let them go? Because
objection sustained. So Favor, you are saying, Honorable Favor, you are saying that there are people that Basola Jamiu and others that might be like him, we know that he will be vindicated, don't have JAMB results.
They don't have JAMB results. Yes, sir.
And nobody could do it for the past 7 years. I leave that to you. Honorable Ayomiku, you have the floor.
All right, thank you, my honorable Mr. Speaker, my deputy speaker. I recognize you. All right. I want to speak from the point you brought out, because that was the point I also have in my mind. Because while I was reading through this incident that happened, I come to know that
invisible. Please mind your speech.
I come to know that the DSS and the police, when they came to visit the VC of the school
on this
ask
case,
for the credential,
on this case.
So when they came for the visit, yes sir. Okay. So when they came for this visitation and all, they presented this guy's document to show that he has JAMB results. He has every necessary result that I need to get. Now, if and the school has been going through that after giving them, after compiling their list of the students that they need to have in the school, they will have to send it back to the JAMB. I want to ask, since 100 level, 200 level, 300 level, 400 level, and 500 level, even till coming to National Youth Service Corps, why is it that JAMB cannot send back a message that Basola Jamiu is not part of their student? Since 100 level, since 200 level, since 300 level, since 400 level.
Thank you, Ayomiko. You are making it. So you are saying that FUTA said they've done due diligence. They sent the name back to JAMB. So
yes, sir.
JAMB, did you remove Basola Jamiu's name in what you sent back? JAMB, did FUTA send to you? FUTA, did you send to JAMB? JAMB, did FUTA send to you? JAMB, when you sent back the name to FUTA, did you remove Basola Jamiu's name? If you did not, Ayomiko's team says JAMB should go and let FUTA.
So points of observation. Wait.
I'll give it to you. And let the schools. Wait.
Mr. Speaker, I discovered something just now.
Tell me.
From the invisible, somebody called you an honorable.
No. It was your honorable speaker. He did not allow me to finish.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. God save him. So you are saying that. Thank you. Let's go ahead. So you are saying that JAMB should go. They are not serious.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Invisible, you have the floor now.
All right, sir. So what I would say about this is we have been speculating so far. We do not know. None of us here has the ability to see into the future or the past. We cannot go there and verify what actually happened. We don't know who is lying, who is telling the truth. But we can examine the facts. We can examine what we do know. So let us now ask ourselves these questions. If JAMB were to be eradicated, would that lead to less JAMUs or more JAMUs? What happened in this case? Yes. No. Yes. The eradication. The elimination of JAMB would lead to.
Okay.
The elimination of JAMB would lead to a situation of chaos where every university is the author and finisher of every student's fate. Whatever they say is what goes.
That's like
you will have that is not. There needs to be a standardized, a level playing ground for students from all nooks and crannies of the country, all income levels, to be able to participate freely. If one person can pay for admission slots in one university and there's no JAMB, what happens to the poor child that doesn't have the money to facilitate his bribery and corruption into that university? Because that is exactly what will happen if there's no institution like JAMB to make sure that there is a standard filter that everybody needs to pass through.
Wow.
Everybody will just pay their way.
Solid point. Yeah. So you are telling me that if JAMB leaves,
yes,
and each university now has the autonomy to get student in, no man will increase.
Yes.
Man will get money go increase.
Yes.
Man will no vice chancellor will increase.
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
Champions, you have the floor.
All right, sir. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, sir. So, Honorable Favor made mention of something. She said we can always go to our portal to download our document. Do you know that CAPS, that JAMB CAPS, is prone to manipulation? You tell me why JAMB results can be easily manipulated and forged, and post-UTME results cannot be easily manipulated and forged. You know, it is
post-UTME results can be manipulated and forged.
I'm still my point.
Doesn't respect the powers in the house.
JAMB centralization breeds bureaucracy and corruption. JAMB gives way for backdoor admissions and untraceable candidates like JAMB.
Points of objection.
Wait, I'm saying my point.
Objection sustained.
Thank you very much, sir.
JAMB gives room for backdoor. Daniel, you are raising an objection.
Yes, sir. Now, the counter to that is very simple.
All right.
If you are running a factory, the number of eyes watching the final product before it leaves the factory assembly line reduces the number of possible defects in products that you send out.
Yes, sir.
Removing one line of defense does not increase the reliability of the system, which is what you are claiming now, that JAMB is a way of having more fraud or more backdoor. No. It doesn't work that way.
Objection sustained. Objection sustained. Let's go back to the champions now. Champions continue. He has said that if you remove that, it does not mean that corruption will stop. Champions, you have the floor.
All right, thank you, my honorable Mr. Speaker, my deputy speaker. I really honor you. So now, this is where I want to come in. Are we saying that there is no malpractices or there is no manipulation in JAMB? Are you trying to say that JAMB is more highly or strictly done? Now,
yes.
Right from 2017 till now, in fact, right from 2010, where these CAPS has been introduced, there has been issues upon issues where we still have people that paid for JAMB. While I was in the year 2022, while we wrote JAMB, and after we have some people that fail and all, there were some link that came out that if you want to increase your JAMB score,
points of objection.
Before you do that.
Objection overruled.
You have to pay before you do that.
Say very well. Say
there are many. I'm saying that while I was in the year 2022, yes, sir.
Look into the camera and say that to Nigeria and to the world.
All right. In the year 2022. I was not aware of 2021. I wrote my examination, my JAMB examination 2022. And from 2022 to 2023 and 2024, we have younger ones who wrote examination. They were messaged to some of them, or some links to some of them, that if you know you want to increase your JAMB score, you have to pay some amount of money.
Points of objection.
Overruled. To be able to improve your JAMB score.
Overruled. Stop.
There were evidences.
Jamiu,
there were evidences of people.
Listen. I said, Jamiu, Ayomiko, listen now. Ayomiko, now look at me. Did you pay to increase your JAMB score?
Not at all.
Do you have your JAMB score?
Yes, sir.
Did you do your JAMB score, JAMB yourself?
I did my JAMB by myself.
You can beat your chest.
I can boast for that. I did my JAMB by myself.
But you are saying that it is possible that there are people who
have lost the communication, sir.
I'm here. Can you hear me? It's just network. But you go ahead. I can hear you. You go ahead.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So even apart from that, we have people who pay for somebody to help them to write JAMB. And I hope we know that also exists. Up till now, it do exist that people pay for people to write JAMB for them. I know of someone that we attend
points of objection.
Lessons together.
Objection. Overruled. Don't know of anybody. But hey, Ayomiku, what is Professor Isaac Oloyede now doing if people are still helping people to write JAMB? But can I ask a quick question? Is it possible for somebody to help you to write your post-UTME?
Not at all.
No, sir.
It is.
Yes, sir.
It is
point of observation.
Not possible. They will trace it.
Can you check?
My point of observation. I still have the floor, Mr. Speaker. I still have the floor, Mr. Speaker.
Order.
I still have the floor, Mr. Speaker.
Order. But hello, guys. But me, I know nobody should object this one. I know that in FUTA, it is not possible. I know that one. It can happen in any other school, but in FUTA, it's not possible. Invisible, you have the floor.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I will address.
Wait, Mr. Invisible, before you start your everything. So
do we have callers?
No, not yet, sir.
We lost the network again for now.
The observation from everything they've said. Now, from your facts and figures here, I want to establish a fact that JAMB is a problematic body.
Okay.
You need to understand firstly that JAMB, I want to place your arguments right. JAMB is a problematic body. Agreed. The university is another body, and they have ascertained that this student has passed from us. Right? This student is cleared from us. JAMB over the years has been failing and has been fucking up. JAMB has had 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022 to prove themselves to Nigerians that they are capable enough of handling their students. But every year, back to back again, we've been having problems. So why should this body that has been giving us problems from 2017, 2018, 2019, why should we still have this body?
And Deputy Speaker, Deputy Speaker, and billions of naira is going to this same body, and yet they have not gotten it right. And because God really want them to see that things are not right, they add the glitch. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. They add the glitch. Now they have the J. They have Jamiu. So are you getting it? After G now, they have Jamiu as their problem to show that JAMB might have some issues and maybe it needs to go. Now I want to take round up point before we listen to the alumni president on how far will he tell us that the university is clean on this matter, one, by his own investigation as the alumni president, and how much will he tell us of the support that he is giving to Jamiu to see this thing goes wrong. But before that moment, let's take a final point from all the honorables. The number to call is still open if you want to join us by call. Now let's go to the invisible. What's your final point on this?
All right, thank you very much, my honorable speaker. So I will start by addressing what our deputy just said about how technical glitches keep happening. To address that, I would say there is no technological institution in the world that will not experience a glitch at one point or the other. Even Microsoft, a multi-trillion-dollar company, just last year, picture this: you go into the hospital, you have an emergency, you're unable to. Okay, to summarize, you're unable to be admitted because all the computers are down. They are showing a blue screen. You are at the airport, you are late for your flight, all the computers are down, you cannot go to where you're going to. This happened last year, where 8.5 million computers were affected in all sectors: aviation, medicine, even military infrastructure was affected because of a technical glitch, and that is Microsoft. So our own humble JAMB here, we used to say that things cannot go wrong once in a while. So glitches will happen. Now, what we need to do once, yes, but then I feel like most of these things are also overstated. We should not overlook the power of hearsay as well. One person will hear this, before it gets to the 10th person, it has been exaggerated into hyperbole, into a situation that did not happen. What he said about how some students get messages that, oh, come and upgrade your JAMB score. I'm sorry to tell you that is just scammers trying to get money out of gullible students. That does not originate from JAMB. JAMB is not the one. That is scammers. Yes. So JAMB has nothing to do with that. So, and if you are saying that people will pay, somebody will pay someone to write JAMB for them, JAMB puts measures in place. Where I wrote JAMB, there were CCTV cameras all over.
They were not working.
They were red lights. You cannot make a claim in argumentative debate. You cannot make a claim without staking it on anything. You can't just say they were not working. You cannot just say this ceiling is black.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that point. Let's go to the champions. Your list speaker, your final statement.
All right. Okay, you can talk.
All right, sir. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I would like to use myself as a case study. Back in 2022, when I wrote JAMB, particularly in the English language section, there were questions that had no answers. So what I'm trying to say is that it was not easy for me to complain to JAMB. Will I go to Gwagwalada in Abuja to go and complain that JAMB?
Honorable, you don't know book. How will you say question does not have answer? How do you mean does not have no options?
There were no options. There were no options. Yes, sir. That's what I was trying to say. There were no options. Particularly like 10 questions, there were no options. So there was no way I could go to JAMB to report that statement. But let's say at the university I had an issue with the post-UTME of the university, I can easily go to the university to lodge my complaint. I need to be looked intently into. But if it was JAMB, would I go to Gwagwalada in Abuja to go and complain? And if I wasn't trying to do that, I would have to pay some bribes, do things, all these things. So I'm trying to say our post-UTME is much more reliable than JAMB.
Yeah. And if Barcelona Germany has been based on post-UTME, it will not be in this trouble.
You will not be in this situation.
Thank you very much. There are supporting speaker for the Invisible. Your final statement.
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much, sir. So still standing on the fact that JAMB should not be scrapped, because this same JAMB, this same footer, when there was no post-UTME in 2016 and 17 or so, the malpractice rise by 300%. In this same footer, that people, they noticed that there were a lot of malpractice in this same footer without JAMB. So now we are saying that this same JAMB is a standard for every university. Universities like UI, Unilag, notice that this JAMB has been helping them by 63% in order to fish out, in order to filter people that in order to filter corruption in their school. A lot of students who pass both JAMB and post-UTME, they go out, 22% says that they go out doing well. They go out doing well with it. Now we are saying that this JAMB, if it cannot be scrapped, because a lot of people still stand on this fact that their university is helping the image of university. JAMB has been helping the image of a university, because imagine a situation where there's no JAMB and we have only post-UTME, and now lecturers are not still even being paid. Are you saying that there will not be slots sold out to students? Are you saying that the poor will have advantage of entering school? I'm even telling you that people that will go to private university will be less. Because a lot of more universities, a lot of students will still want to go to the public university because now they feel like they have an advantage.
Because they can pay their way through.
Lecturers that are not being paid, and people like maybe they're in Akure and Bauchi, that place are even, there are a lot of rural environments there, and their mentality can be low. So you say that I'm not insult to anyone, and you say that they can be paid easily. They can be paid easily, and people will be able to enter school.
So corruption and favoritism, like your name, will increase if we are now on UTME alone. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, final word of the Deputy Speaker for the champions.
All right. Thank you, my Honorable Mr. Speaker. Thank you, my Deputy Speaker. So I want to speak on two things, and I will start by speaking from what Honorable Daniel mentioned. He was saying that there are CCTV cameras where we wrote JAMB, but we still have people that paid for people to write JAMB. So do we say that the cameras could not capture their face and capture what they have in the CCTV, in the computer? So meaning that even while there are cameras and people can still do that, there's no point of putting camera there. Now that's one.
Because those people would have bribed the officials of the center where they're going to be, where they're going to write.
Thank you. Because
and
that's
just
the point. You are talking about there's going to be more corruption. Even now that we are talking, there are high corruptions on JAMBs and all. And I trust my school. I know FUTA. I know of somebody who helped somebody to write MTS examination and was expelled. He tried it once, and that was while he was expelled. They sent him back home to go and meet his parents. I know of my school that they are very, very strict when it comes to examination. Let's forget about it. Nobody is monitoring you in JAMB. Nobody is going to look at the picture on the computer to your face to show if it is correct or not. In fact, while you are lining up to go inside, people that have paid bribe they've collected their bribe. You are the one that is coming there to do whatever you like. People that want to get their high mark will get their high mark. I was talking about people that they set late to, that if you want to increase your JAMB score, okay, what if people that increase their JAMB score are the people that work in JAMB office? What will you say, or what will you do? Do we have people that call us from bank today that says that they have issue with our bank and they want to rectify it from home, and you should call your card number and the CVE number to them, and they fraud you from there? And these people, they can't know your details if they don't work with banks. They can't know your details if they don't have anybody giving them information from bank. So what are we now saying? There have been corruption upon corruption upon corruption. Billions of nairas have been invested into JAMB every year, and still we still have technical glitch. It is better to close it up than continue spending wasting money, Nigeria money on this. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, I want us to I want to ask another simple question. The alumni president stepped out. I don't know why yet. I'm going to get him now because it's time for him to make his own speech, but I'll check what happened. Now I want to ask one question round. Just everybody respond. Then you will now speak to Jamiu's case. What do you think happened to Jamiu? Let's start from the lead speaker of Champions. What do you think might be the issue?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Now, debate is over now.
Yes, sir.
I just want, what do you think happened to Basola Jamiu?
Like I said, JAMB is too centralized. There are issues that are bound to happen with student records and credentials. So I feel what happened with Jamiu was that maybe JAMB, there was a system crash or a server failure that happened, and his credentials and his information was lost in the process. So I feel that's what happened, and I feel JAMB should take proper responsibility for that error. I'm not saying that he didn't write the exam. Thank you. Now
Ayomiko, what did you think happened?
Thank you, my Mr. Speaker. Just like my lead speaker have said, my honorable here have spoken, I feel like it could be technical glitch, because even while I was studying on this, I discovered that sometimes people will write JAMB, and for good 2 years they will not be given admission, and it will be after 2 years that they will be seeing admission on their portal while they are already in 300 level. Yes, it happens while they were already in 300 level. So JAMB has been having issue on technical glitch since 2017, in fact since 2014 till the present date, and they have been spending billions of money to ensure that this technical glitch did not happen.
This glitch is different now. This one is that after 7 years before they now know why.
So that's the issue. So if you are now telling us that after 7 years, that's when you now detect that this person did not have a JAMB record with you, and the school submitted their list to you, and you send it back, and they have the name of this person in their list, and you now come back after 7 years to deny him, you are not doing your work. That is not a point. There's nothing you want to argue here. Don't come and say that he has no record with you. It is better to agree or to accept your mistake and look for a way out than saying that he has no record from you. And the students union have even given them 7 days to figure that out, or else there will be protest. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's listen to Favor.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. So, I don't think it will be possible for a student to serve in a school for 7 years and jump out of probably, like they claim, glitch. It's not possible. I'm saying that this student was not given admission. Possibly, he was not given admission because it cannot happen.
How did he beat the system?
I would say maybe it was due. I'm not making a claim, but maybe it was due to some underneath corruption that we don't know. Underneath bribery that we don't know. But I'm still standing on the fact that it's not possible that a student will go to 7 and JAMB will say if it's possible.
Don't argue with her. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. If this student had admission letter like we all do here, trust me, this student will go for NYSC. It's not still possible that JAMB will say that he doesn't have any record with them. I'm still standing on the fact that it's not possible, and maybe they should still go back. They should check well. They should question the guy on his own to ask him a lot of questions, because we cannot all keep working on emotions here and be saying we should scrap JAMB. I don't think it's still possible. They should ask that boy very well on content what you say. They should ask him. Yes.
Thank you very much. Now, Alona President is back. Your last word. What did you think happened to Basola Jamiu?
Thank you very much, my honorable speaker.
Briefly.
In my opinion, I wouldn't, since nobody was there, I would not want to say, oh, maybe he did corruption or he committed fraud. We don't know exactly what happened. We cannot rule out the possibility of a glitch that affected just one person. However rare, does not mean it is impossible. So there is a chance that something went wrong on a system or server side level that led to the situation at hand. So what's next now is for them to find a way around it. If his JAMB process can be verified in some way, if they can find out where he wrote his exam, whether his scores were legitimate, if there's a way to rectify the situation so that the years were not wasted. But technically, the number of years is inconsequential though. It's not like they were checking every day, but were you with JAMB? Okay, good, you were with JAMB. They were not checking every day. They just checked when he was about to enter, or they did not, who knows. And then they are checking now. So the number of years is inconsequential after 7 years. But considering, we can still have a side of humanity and say, okay, what can be done to fix this moving forward? That's what I think, sir.
Thank you very much, listeners at home and all over the world. And these are the entrepreneurship 302 students of FUTA doing their public speaking training. And whatever they've said here today is created. They were just meant to argue to the right and to the left, but though it's a serious matter today, so they can't be held with anything they have said. It is pure drama, and they are just practicing how to speak and how to read. That's why the other person argued this way and the other person argued this way, and in that argument we only try to see, okay, you speak for JAMB, let's see if you can help us show us the good things that JAMB is doing, and you speak for Post-UTME. So everything you've heard here is acted. They are told to argue that way. We are only checking out their speaking prowess because they are training to be public speakers, so to be, but speaking facts and figures. Now let's take it serious. We have the alumni president worldwide of FUTA here this afternoon, who wants to address the whole world. We have about, how many people here now, Mr. President? We have about, if I know, and I will still watch, about 482 people here on this call today. Mr. Yemi Bello, our powerful alumni president, what is the fate of Jamiu? Did our school do due diligence? What is wrong and what is the future for Jamiu? Can you pin me and the alumni president here? Over to you, Mr. President.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you, the honorable members, for your word thought of debate I've heard. I think we're all learning. I think I must say this is what we need. This is what we talked about. JAMB has been there since 1978 by, I think, Decree 2, and I think there was an amendment in 1989 or thereabouts. The question is this: is it time that we review the workings of JAMB? Fine, let's talk about it. This is what we should do. The issue of Jamiu, we'll talk about it. But JAMB, even from the debate, we've all seen it. Those who talk about JAMB know why they thought about it. And I think we are saying the benefit of it to control the admission, to make sure that anybody, you pass, you get it right. To reduce corruption, to reduce. So to me, yes, JAMB has its own workings that they are doing. But yes, we continue to learn, we continue to do things right. it's high time. Yes, we should talk about the purpose of JAMB. We should look at it. Because to you and me, even the admission we are talking about, it is the university that is doing the admission in the real sense of it.
That's right.
About the cutoff mark for every courses. What JAMB only do is just to regulate, it's not to moderate. The admission still lies with the university.
That's right.
So to me, JAMB is doing the judge. We have WAEC. We have even internationally. We have some exams that is internationally recognized that you go out there that it has to be go around, and so we can just say JAMB. But then let's look at what happened. Somebody said it before CAPS was introduced. And there have been no glitches. There must have been glitches. That's why they thought about CAPS. Yes, CAPS came. We are still having issues. We'll continue to learn. We'll continue to fix errors. It is a normal thing in the system. To me, what we are experiencing this, take one thing, FUTA as a body. FUTA, I've not seen it, I've not heard it, that FUTA got involved in admission fraud. I have not.
Never. We don't.
So when the issue of JAMB came, some of us were back and we said, "What is going on? What happened?" But you and I know, and there are no corruption in the system. Yes, there are corruptions. Is people not writing exam for people? You all know it. There are issues, but we need to take our time. And what we did as a body, is to find out. We called the management from the department to the admission officer to the
Wow.
And I think we see JAMB did everything. They brought about the cutoff mark as at that time, 2017. It made the cutoff mark. It had the whole level results. We got the admission through JAMB. I got the letter. So what happened? Yeah. Computer is garbage in, garbage out. There could be error. And let me say this without missing word. Give it to the FUTA management. With what I found out, I spoke with the HOD. All of them, they went back, they brought their papers, their books, they checked. The admission officer did their own. The vice officer did their own. In fact, there are things, that's why I said sometimes it's not everything that we need to noise about. No. There are moves that the Madam Fasholas had made. She shared some things with me personally. Now look, she's a mother. She's not sleeping over this. It's not everything that we make noise about, and we should be careful not to politicize the issue of JAMB. No. I spoke with JAMB directly. Personally, I spoke with him.
And I know you are a father. I know you won't sleep on this.
JAMB, we are with you. You are an alumnus. As far as we are concerned, you've graduated. Whatever support you need from me, please call. We will do it. But be calm. Universities are behind you. We, the alumni body, we are behind you. And take one thing. Sometimes in life, that movement, that journey you wanted to go for your NYC, that is your own way. It will not be God's way. Yeah. Because life, you ask yourself, why me? I told JAMB, don't ask that question. Don't ask yourself why you get frustrated. Just be positive that it is for your own good. Yes. It's not right for you to go. If you move that time, what happened to you? If anything happened to you, just take it positive, because you have done every bit of yours. You have your own level result. You did everything. You can't take answer to it. Please just take it as God's doing and move on. We would do our own. We wrote a letter. We have our own paper, our own position paper. And I think JAMB should just need to look at is look at your system, your software. Now, we are human beings. Somebody wrote the program. There may be issues because it's not just JAMB. We've been saying that since the introduction of CAPS, we've been having issues in different universities and others. Somebody raised a figure about how many thousands that are having issues with admissions with the JAMB.
Give us that data again.
Mine was actually
one of the honorable gave me a figure.
Yeah, give us. Give us.
NYSC from JAM.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Sorry, I have to look for it again. I have it on my phone.
Go ahead, sir.
But that's fundamental. That's to tell you that it is not just FUTA. So JAM needs to look at their system, their software, and see where they are missing. Because I know that if FUTA has done their own due diligence and sent its record to JAM, and at a point see his record issue, they don't see his record in there was no Jamiu Bashola in their record. So what happened? And it's not the only one. So the university will write, they will prepare all the lists and send.
I know about it, sir.
I will not send letters, and the guy got his letter. Collect that letter from me. Is that letter fake? If it is not fake, then who is it not from the same system that generated that letter? So these are issues we're looking at, and I think this university management, I must say this, they've compiled all the necessary papers, sent to the JAM. This is what we have about this guy. As at the time the guy got the admission, this is his cutoff mark from the university. This is what he scored. This is his whole level at that time. So what else? He has all this. So all that JAM to now look at it that, okay, if this guy met all these requirements, but why wouldn't he get admission that time? So I will just appeal to all of us as a body. What we need is to encourage JAMU. We're going to be positive. That what is happening to JAMU is for a bigger thing, is for a brighter future. Yes, we wanted to serve last year, but he couldn't. He should be positive about it. Some of us will pass through such situations in life.
Enough fire.
At the end of the day, he will be surprised that before that NYSC year runs out, his luck will be in his hand. That is my own belief in life. So,
thank you.
For the fact that you cannot give answer to certain things that happen to you in life shows that God is at work in your life. Take positive thing out of that. And I think with the discussion I'm having with the Madam Vice Chancellor, it's easy to be resolved very, very soon.
Wow, a round of applause for
all of us. Please don't let us get positive with this. Let us be calm and let us just because it is university that can handle this. We only need to encourage the management, the Madam Vice Chancellor, that look, we appreciate what you are doing. Don't relent. Let this thing get behind us. And I think all of us will smile at the end of the day.
Thank you very much.
We are with you, and God
thank
get
you.
it done.
A round of applause for the alumni president again, everyone. Thank you very much. I just want to ask one or two questions. Yes, I trust people that might want to play politics with this. I, as an alumnus of the university, just want to make sure that one, our students learn with this, which you have seen. Our president, I discussed this with you, how some students, our entrepreneurship students, are out learning public speaking, and in my own quota, this is how I can support the university to prepare the student. Because we began to make livelihood out of public. Though I studied physics and electronics, but speaking was my passion. And thank God for people like Professor Rabiu, Professor Oluyamo, the DVC of today, who encouraged me. I said, just keep talking and come and write physics wherever you want to write physics. And today, here I am in United Kingdom. Speaking got me here. This is my studio in Nigeria. Speaking got all this for me. I later became the first agro motivator in Nigeria and in Africa. How do you hear agro motivator? Somebody speaking. They do agriculture now, but I created talking agriculture, and it has worked for me. That's what we are doing here. So this is no politics. This is no chasing the cloud. This is just using a real life situation to train other FUTA students, and at the same time, I am a very deep supporter of the alumni president. I believe in his vision. I believe in his mandate for the alumni. When we're saying we should raise the bar, this was what we meant. An alumni president that can run to FUTA at his own expense in a time like this. So thank you for rising up and speaking for JAMU. But I just want to ask you, alumni president, what if JAM says that it is fake?
Yeah, fine. I mean, that is, yes, I mean, you remain innocent until proved guilty. You understand me? And that's why we're here. Let them say, let them bring out their own reason. At least they can't just say it is fake. Yeah, good. Then prove it to us. We all look at it. The management is there. Then we also look at it. Then we have our own position by that time.
Thank you very much. Because you can hear for some students, be who we are here and there. Some students says that there are people in the cases of JAMU who did fake, are in school, and they've deprived real students opportunity of getting admission. Did you get it now? So that's what some students are saying. We need to listen to that angle as well. That there are fake things going on, and the NYSC is not a place where they catch them. So let's look at it from that angle. But as a pastor, I pray that JAMU's case will not be fake, because having listened to, I spent almost 1 hour with the alumni president speaking about 2-3 days ago, and he was telling me that he has listened to this guy, he has shown him everything, and we don't think it's fake. But for those of you students who are doing fake admission, now learn from this program. NYSC is waiting for you. Am I speaking your mind now, students?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So for those of you who think that you can continue to do fake, Nigeria is getting better by the day, and there's a system that can catch you. But we all pray that JAMU here will not be a scapegoat and will not be the fake one that we are talking about. Thank you very much, listeners at home. My name remains Setila Femi Kings. What do you say to the alumni president of you? Can you give him a standing? And let me tell you guys before you go, our alumni president has agreed with me that by the time ENT 302 is finishing, we are having a whole competition and a conference called Grace on Grades, and we want to know who is the most entrepreneurial student on FUTA campus, and we are planning to give 1,500,000 for the first, 1 million for the first, 500 for the second, and 300 for the third. It's happening in August. Our president will speak on that and we close. We are looking at students who are studying physics but want to be a shoemaker, have passion for shoemaking. Students who are studying chemistry but have passion for tailoring. Who is looking at these ones? Student like you is studying software engineering but you want to be a speaker. Daniel, what course are you studying?
Mechanical engineering, sir.
But everybody should know here that you are a speaker.
Yes, sir.
Here. So students who are in mechanical engineering but want to be a speaker, we want to this. Alumni president, what do you want to just put a word to this and we close?
That's fine. Just like okay. Maybe one of the areas you should also forget that there is this course you guys are doing. We didn't do it in our own time. This entrepreneurial course, ENT 3 something. Students goes out
302. Yes. Yes, sir.
I remember when I was in secondary school, I learned electronics. While I was in secondary school, from school, I learned that kind of trade. And when I was in university, for those who knows me, Essembra Electronics in FUTA at that time, my own time, I am the one.
Wow, good.
I repair fridge.
And you were making money.
My room was just the neatest room on campus in my own time, because I live big in school. Come to my room and see what I have. I didn't go back home to collect money at that time. So this is what we're saying. And I said something to you. We have a resource center at the alumni building there that deliberately the alumni left it for things like this. We could have that resource center, all this training, shoemaking you want to do, fashion, we could just have a prototype right there. We will partner with whoever that wants to do that for us. Come in there, let us once weekends come and learn some of these small trades. But what you become in life is in you, it's your passion, your creativeness about life. So to us in alumni, anything that comes to entrepreneurial, I'm good at it. And I must say, even the government of the day, you see that technical school are not being given free education.
That's right.
Because that is the future. That is the future. So the Department of Education, what you are doing, Mr. Femi, I really appreciate you. Thank you for this doing. I mean, you are building the future, and we appreciate you for this. I will continue to support you for this you are doing. Thank you, guys, and I'm with you. Thank you,
sir. Thank you very much, Alumni President. You can go. So, guys, get ready to plan Grace on Grades Conference, transforming certificate to satisfaction for global relevance. Now, see after me. Say transforming certificate
wow.
to satisfaction
to satisfaction
for global relevance.
For global relevance.
So the Alona president just told me about 3 days ago that there's going to be a center inside the Alona building where people wants to still run businesses like this can use as their shops and continue to run business. And I will plan it. Here the concept I will build. The concept I will do with them is this. We would have a barbing salon there. Wow. You are a student, you know how to barb. Don't go and build a barbing salon. We will build a standard barbing salon. A student now. So if Daniel knows how to barb and Ayomiko wants to barb, did you get it now?
Yes,
Daniel, don't go and build a barbing salon. Just get your clipper, bring Ayomiko to the student union, to the alumni barbing salon. The facility will be there. Barb, take your money, give alumni his money. So because you don't have money to have a shop now, did you get it now? So you might not be able to build your own shop, but you know how to barb. Don't litter the hostel. Just come and use the alumni barbing salon. Are you giving a round of applause for that? We're going to start with that one. You want to sew, you don't have money to buy machine. We would have machine in the alumni building. God gets the clothes, get the measurement, come and use our own machine to sew the cloth. Leave our machine, take your own money, give alumni his money. We'll do like 2-3 of businesses like that. That would be a workstation for everybody, a barbing salon, if a male tailoring and female and hairdressing. We'll do it there. You know how to make hair. You don't have a dryer. We will have dryer there. Bring yourself
slippers.
Yes, and come and do all these things there. Thank you very much, Alona President. I'll join you at home very, very soon. I'll give you my date. I'll see you. Dr. Emidu, our associate director, is also on this with us, and we'll see very soon. Then you guys are planning the conference as your final project as a public speaker. A round of applause for yourself. A round of applause for yourself. So you are planning this conference by yourself. We'll beg University PRO that day. You will be the PRO. You will be the MC. Some of you will do the MC of that day. Some of you will do the red carpet. There is business in red carpet. Business in red carpet. So some of you will start your red carpet business from there. A lot of opportunities will come, and this is going to happen. Thank you very much. God bless you. See you same time next week for another topic. My name remains Setila FME Kings. The brand is TFK. The Oluwa Lenube of Student Affairs. Majo Baje of Agape. Kajama Karigo of Kemi Cares. Mowa ni UK. Mowa ni UK. Mowa UK.
Oh yeah. Thank you very much, sir.
Get back to class, everybody. Bye.